Kid, can you put my shoes on? Dad, I can try, but I don't think they'll fit me. Kid, make me a sandwich. Dad, you're a sandwich. What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? My foot. My friend claims he glued himself to his autobiography. I don't believe him, but that's his story and he's sticking to it. Once I ate at a fancy Italian restaurant. It cost a pretty penny. Why did the car get a flat tyre? Because there was a fork in the road. What does a pampered cow give? Boiled milk. I made a whopping 6 figures last year. I also was fired from the toy factory for being too slow. Why shouldn't you tell secrets in a cornfield? Too many ears. Why do Swedish battleships have barcodes on them? So they can Scandinavian. Some people think prison is one word, but to robbers, it's a whole sentence. Are people born with photographic memories, or does it take time to develop? I poured root beer in a square glass. Now I just have beer. Why was the little cookie sad? His mother was away for so long. Why shouldn't you enter into a contract with Wolverine? Because of his retractable claws. What kind of coffee does a vampire drink? Decaffeinated. How do you keep a skunk from smelling? Hold its nose. A book fell on my head. I only have my shelf to blame. What did the horse say when he fell down? I've fallen and I can't giddy up. Why did the nurse need a red pen? In case she needed to draw blood. Do you know the story about the chicken that crossed the border? Me neither. I couldn't follow it. Huh? Huh? How can a leopard change his spots? By moving. I went to a seafood disco last week, but ended up pulling a muscle. A man at a funeral walks up to the widow and says, "Mind if I say a word?" She says, "Please do." He says, "Bargain." She says, "Thanks, that means a great deal." Air used to be free at the gas station, now it's $1.50. You know why? Inflation. What did the fisherman say to the magician? Pick a cod, any cod. Did you know that milk is the fastest liquid on Earth? It's pasteurized before you can even see it. Want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind, it's terrible. What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament? Live stream. What goes up and down but doesn't move at all? Stairs. I put your grandma on speed dial the other day. I call it Instagram. Which is faster, hot or cold? Hot, because you can catch a cold. Some days are always a little sad, but the day before is a sadder day. No matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary. My colleague and I laugh about how competitive we are, but I laugh more. Do you know where you can get chicken broth in bulk? The stock market. What do you call an average potato? A commentator. I once worked as an ice delivery driver. Coolest job I've ever had. Ireland's capital is the fastest growing city. Every year it's Dublin. What gets wetter the more it dries? A towel.
I'm too old for this shit.